and overall economic stability. A technical team from the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry has arrived on the Copperbelt province to conduct a site assessment for the Kasumbalesa One-Stop Border Post project. The Zambia Occupational Health and Safety Association has called on workers to refrain from operating in environments they deem unsafe, even if they fear losing their jobs. Copper Queens looking to seal their place in the quarterfinals of the Total Energies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations when they face Democratic Republic of Congo in their final Group A fixture.
The News, 88.5 Sun FM.
With the details, my name is Mwema Shanshima. Vice President Mtalena Lumango has urged all Zambians to unite in combating illegal mining, warning that the practice continues to undermine the country's mineral sector and overall economic stability. Speaking at a recent engagement, Ms. Nalumango expressed grave concern over the large quantities of minerals leaving Zambia unaccounted for due to illegal mining activities. She emphasized that such practices threaten both national development and the sustainability of natural resources. Upholding the rule of law, highlighting Zambia's commitment to the rule of law, the Vice President stated that all citizens must operate within the country's legal frameworks. She stressed that anyone wishing to participate in mining must obtain the necessary licenses and comply with regulatory standards.
Leaders and even mentioned, and this is true, colleagues, we want to fight this. All of us must speak the same language. Because you cannot allow this kind of illegality where people are going in their thousands and they overrun a place within a day or two. It is not an easy thing to control. And when the police goes in, or the police go in their numbers, then we start criticizing them. Let us stand together, because this is not about UPND. This is about our country. The peace that we enjoy must be protected by each one of us. Honorable, all of us in this house and all leaders out there. Let us stamp out this. Let people get licenses, because then they have a duty to protect their own tenement.
Mrs. Nalumango reaffirmed government's stance on fostering a transparent and regulated mining sector, calling on stakeholders to work together to protect Zambia's mineral wealth for future generations. A technical team from the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry has arrived on the Copperbelt province to conduct a site assessment for the Kasumbalesa One-Stop Border Post project. The visit is in line with President Hakainde Hichilema's directive to establish alternative trade routes along the DRC border, leveraging the public-private partnership model to drive development. The team, which includes representatives from key government agencies and the project's concessionaire Zimat Borderlink Limited, is inspecting preparatory works and urban road development in Chililabombwe and Chingola. Upon confirming compliance with technical specifications, the ministry will issue a site possession certificate granting Zimat Borderlink Limited the green light to begin construction of the OSBP and adjoining infrastructure this July. Phase 1 timeline is scheduled for completion by June 2026. The first phase is expected to boost regional trade, stimulate economic growth, enhance government revenue, and generate employment opportunities. Ministry Acting Director of Domestic Trade, Mr. Derek Sikombe, who is leading the delegation, emphasized that the objective of the assessment is to verify that all elementary works meet the required standards.
The site position. And as you know, this is the process that has started a long time ago. Our superiors, like I always say, they don't look at the time, they look at milestones. Our superiors, what they want now is to see the private party on site. So if you have seen anything that is not right, you still have to do it. We're not saying just approve whatever you see, you still have to correct, make your comments clear so that the private party takes into account the views that we have observed. I think that's primarily the purpose of our visit. So today we'll check the earthworks that have been done at the border. Tomorrow we'll check the earthworks that have been done on the roads in Chirawombwe and
ZIMAT Borderlink Project Manager Mr. Mwenda Selumensi provided a progress update affirming that the private party is ready to begin construction as soon as the site is formally handed over.
Which I think we have done, and we've gotten to a point here where we now need to start constructing. I think you can see our IT team behind us. We need to start digging up the trenches for laying the fiber, amongst other things. We've got our stormwater drainage expert is on ground right now. We might meet him. Okay, so our EPC and our stormwater drainage expert are on the ground right now. They started off from Ndola in the morning. They're just finalizing the slope of the drainage and things like that. So we might meet them, hopefully, or if need be, if the experts, the technical experts need to see them, I'm pointing at DPI, looking around the table. They're probably.
The ministry reiterated its commitment to ensuring that the success of this strategic project, which promises to deliver long-term benefits for Zambia's trade ecosystem. The Zambia Occupational Health and Safety Association has called on workers to refrain from operating in environments they deem unsafe, even if they fear losing their jobs. Speaking during the media launch of the Zambia Safety Awards held in Lusaka, ZOSA honorary member Mr. Jamie Cliffy emphasized that safety must take precedence over profit in any business. He urged stakeholders to collaborate in safeguarding workers from hazardous working conditions. Mr. Cliffy highlighted the importance of promoting robust occupational health and safety regulations and policies tailored to protect Zambian workers. He reiterated ZOSA's commitment to raising awareness and fostering a national culture that champions safety.
We are committed to reducing injuries, accidents, fatalities, and improving the welfare and lives of all working Zambians. In line with our own aspirations and goals, it is both an honour and a privilege to stand before you today at the launch of the Zambia Safety Awards, an initiative that embodies our collective.
At the same event, Africa Safety Awards for Excellence, AfriSafe President Ms. Helen Mwamba stated that the safety is a fundamental human right, not a privilege. She stressed that leaders have a moral responsibility to create and maintain safe working environments.
ZASA was designed to fill up the gap and to complement existing initiatives by the government and stakeholders, leveraging on the extensive experience pedigree of the AfriSafe Awards. We believe that safety is a right and not a privilege, and the moral impetus placed on duty holders to provide a safe place of work remains sacrosanct. We recognize that some organizations are already doing quite well in fulfilling their responsibility in this regard. It is therefore convenient that they be appreciated and that
the Zambia Safety Awards aim to recognize institutions and individuals demonstrating excellence in health and safety practices, promoting a healthier and more secure working landscape across the country. We'll take a break, and when we return, we have more news in sports news.
The FIFA Club World Cup final showdown is here on Top Star. All roads leads to one epic night you can't afford to miss. For the affordable price of 210 kwacha on Antenna Classic OD Smart. Get ready for the ultimate clash as Chelsea go head-to-head with PSG on Sunday, 13th July at 21 hours in a final loaded with passion, power and pride. Who will be crowned champions when Europe's finest clash in the last battle for club football's biggest crown. Witness every goal, every cheer, every tear live on World Football only on Top Star. Grab your Top Star decoder today and be part of football history. Top Star, enjoy digital life.
Ukusefia Pangwena 2025 presents a fundraising gala dinner happening on the 19th of July 2025 at the Garden Court Hotel in Kitwe. Hosted by Mwine Lubemba, Chitumukulu Kanyantamanga II, with guest of honor, the Vice President W.K. Mutalina Lumango. Join us for an evening of glamour and giving back. Enjoy fine dining, live music, and great company. Tickets are available now, starting at 1,000 kwacha ordinary, 2,500 kwacha VIP, and 5,000 kwacha VVIP. Don't miss out. For more information, call 0976 545 226, 0961 205 967, 0977 472 705 to get your tickets now. Ukusefia Pangwena 2025.
Tuchitwale uko bachibashile wechinkolobondo.
Welcome back, and in sports news, the Copper Queens will be looking to seal their place in the quarterfinals of the Total Energies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON when they face the Democratic Republic of Congo in their final Group A fixture. Zambia and DR Congo meet for the first time in the history of the WAFCON tournament with contrasting motivations. While the Copper Queens are on the point of qualifying for the knockout stages, DR Congo are playing for pride, having already been eliminated following back-to-back losses to Morocco and Senegal. Nora Hapto's side heads into this fixture on the back of a 3-2 comeback victory over Senegal, a win which marked the first time Zambia has conceded first and gone on to win a WAFCON match. Captain Barbara Banda was once again at the catalyst, scoring twice to take her tournament tally to 3 goals. Meanwhile, Rachel Kondananji added a goal and an assist in what was her most productive WAFCON performance to date. Kondananji now boasts 5 goals in WAFCON history, adding to her 3 from the 2018 edition. Zambia remains unbeaten in the group phase for a 6th consecutive WAFCON match and will be eager to extend that streak. The team has never lost its final Group A at the tournament, and a win or draw tonight will secure a spot in the quarter-finals. A victory combined with a draw between Morocco and Senegal would see the Copper Queens top the group. However, Hapto will be without midfielder Grace Chanda, who is suspended for the clash after picking up her second yellow card of the tournament against Senegal. DR Congo, meanwhile, are yet to win a match at this year's tournament and have managed 2 shots on target in their last match against Morocco, which they scored from it. Kickoff at the El Bachi Stadium in Moma Media will be at 21 Central African Time. And that's all we had for you in today's edition. But before we go, we take a look at the stories making headlines once again. Vice President Mutalina Lumango urges all Zambians to unite in combating illegal mining, warning that the practice continues to undermine the country's minerals sector and overall economic stability. A technical team from the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry has arrived on the Copperbelt province to conduct a site assessment for the Kasumbalesa One-Stop Border Post project. The Zambia Occupational Health and Safety Association has called on workers to refrain from operating in environments they deem unsafe, even if they fear losing their jobs. Copper Queens looking to seal their place in the quarterfinals of the Total Energies Africa Women's Africa Cup of Nations when they face Democratic Republic of Congo in their final Group A fixture. On behalf of the news crew and entire production team, my name is Mama Shanshima. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned to Sun FM. Good afternoon.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
Time is power.